Hello, my name is Corina Rijngoud and I'm a design team member from Studiolight. I will show you the 4 new layered masks from Studiolight, and I'm going to make a card with one of them. We have 2 with the flowers, 1 with the fishes and 1 with a seahorse, and I'm going to make an example with the seahorse. At the back you can see how you can build them up. It's not so difficult. It looks difficult, but it's very, very easy. I will show you 2 examples that I have made for you in 2 different ways. This one is a really clean and simple card, and I have cut out with a little white border and then fold it to the back, so you're having a card that could stand like that. Oh, it's slippery because this is very slippery. I liked the clean and simple cards, but I have also one that was more mixed media style, and that's also a fun way to do, and that's the one with the poppy. And the poppy flowers are so lovely at the borders along the streets. And as you can see, I have made first the poppy flower, build it up, and then make it a mixed media style. It's totally different, but also fun to make. So let's get started. From the fish you can see an example in the folder of Studiolight. I have no time to make one, so I'm so sorry for that. And I go make a pink seahorse. Have you ever seen a pink seahorse? I didn't. I have never ever seen a seahorse alive. But I thought, well, why not? Let's do something different. Okay, let's put it in bits. A little, not totally in the middle, a little bit side, because I want to make some bubbles. So this is the best way to do. And I'm going to use the tape. Where is my masking tape? I have to look for it. Yes, I can find it. Because you don't want to have ink on places where you don't want it. So at first I try, and I always do that before I use it on my paper. I put it a little bit on my pens, so it's not so very sticky. You can also do it on your arms. This is the most work of the whole part, but you want to do it clean. Okay, now first I have to do it also over here, and that's okay. That's not good for my nails, so I will do it this way. So let's get started. As you can see, we have a lot of brushes, and the pink one of I don't have a pink one in this size. No, that's the purple one. We have 4 sizes, and I'm first the most open. I love to use the biggest one, and then I'm going to put further with ink blending with the smallest. So let's these put aside, and also at the back, well, wait, because it's too shiny. At the back of your paper, you see the places where it's going to match, and this is not so difficult. So you turn your seahorse, and this is the match, and this is the match. It also has numbers, 1A, B, C, and D. So you have 4 layers. With the bubbles, you have 2 layers. So let's get started. I'm going to use, don't look at the numbers because my numbers fall down. My ink fall down, and the top of the, how do we call that? The top of the ink cubes felt loose. So everything is going the wrong way. And I don't think it's that number 1 is really number 1. So I'm using the lightest from Studiolight. Let's do it that. And I thought it was from the lightest to darker, but I'm not really sure the numbers. So the number 1 is the lightest, I thought. But it could be also the number 5 is the lightest. But look at your colors, and always first the lightest color, and then build it up with darker. How cute seahorse will this be? It's turned out pink. Well, in Disney movies they have all colors, so think this is a Disney seahorse. Okay, this is my first color, my first layer. And now I'm going further with my smaller and the number 2. But first we have to get rid very, very slowly. Very slowly. So we don't damage the papers. Okay, pink. I like it. Normally I'm using the post-its. That's also an easy way. But now I'm going to use a smaller brush. So I think I don't need my tape anymore. I'm not sure. I give it a try. If I can do it so, like this way. You have to look. Never, never white border. Never white. Then you are going to put some magnets on it. And now I can go further with my second layer, and I'm using the second color. I think there's a hair from something. I don't know what. Okay, let's try it without the masking tape. Because this is a very small brush, it has to be going right. And you're going to turn, turn, turn. Blend, blend, blend. Not too wild, because then you're going the wrong side. And look out for the little spots over here. You don't move them to the wrong place. It's a fun way of making a card, and it's also yes, how do you say that in English? Your mind is going slow down. Everything is going slow down. I don't find a really word, sorry. Oh no, that's the wrong spot. So almost the second layer is done with the second color. You also can use one color if you like that. Because when you're going over and over with the same color, it's also blending and it's getting darker and darker. But this time I wanted to make more colors. Look at it, how fun it is and how easy. Now we are going to number C. And I think I'm going to clean a little bit because I don't want everywhere pink. And now I'm going to number C. And look how easy it is. You can easily find a way. You see, this is not good, so turn, turn, turn. And a little bit higher, a little bit lower. And now I'm going to do it like this way. It's okay with me. A little bit lower. This is the right spot. So a little bit darker, number 3. I'm using the same brush. As you can see, there's also used blue. That wasn't the meaning of that, but sometimes some people take your brush and using the wrong colors. That's why I don't like it when some other people using my stuff. Okay. Blend it and blend it and blend it. And as you can see, I use a little bit of ink and blend. A little bit more over here. And I think it's again done. Yes, this will be okay for me. That's the third layer. How lovely it turns. He's almost ready for swimming away. Let's clean it a little bit with a dry cloth. Later I clean it under the water or in the water, but now dry. Number 3 is done. And now I have to search for the right place. And I think this will be okay. And now I'm going to use the darkest of the pink colors. And I'm going to use the smallest brush. As you can see, it was a little bit of purple on it. And that's also not the way it has to be. But sometimes, as I say, other people using your stuff. And they are not doing the right way. And you can look if it's okay. Look at this, yay! How fun it turns out. When this one is done, he's ready for swimming. a little spot that's not open. Can I cut it out? No, it's not. Maybe with the pickup tool. Otherwise it has to closed. Now, first this one, and this is the set look. Okay. Now I can do all the spots in the right colors. Okay, this is a very, very nice seahorse, isn't it? And now we give him, now first we are going to clean it up, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of bubbles. It's going to bubble away. Let's give him some bubbles over here. With the smallest brush, a little, no, smaller, not the smallest, a little smaller. This is going to be turned out a little bit darker. I didn't want it so dark, but yes, sometimes your brush is not really clean. And I'm using all the blue ones with one brush. You can also clean your brushes if you like. We have a brush cleaner for that, and you can use it in the water. And how lovely, turn the bubbles out. And now I'm going to put it over here and look very good if you don't see any white spots. And then it will be okay. Now I'm going to use a little bit darker blue. I thought this was number 3. So the middle of the dark colors and the lightest one. And I think this will be enough. Look how lovely the bubbles are. So I will make this a clean and simple card. What I want to do is only at the edge a little bit of blues, a little bit. So you can also do this with our brushes. So this way you get a little bit more depth in your card and spot on to the seahorse. Well, I like my pink seahorse. Sometimes you have to do it different than it is in the real world. That's the fun part of card making. You can use your imagination and your fantasy. And I thought I could layer them, but I'm not sure for now. I had a blue color for layering, but now I have also done the edge with blue. Maybe it's nicer to make it on a darker blue. Or could this be? Oh no, this will be okay. Let's clean a little bit. So my workspace is clean. And now I'm going to use some tape, also from Studiolight. And I take the bigger one. I think this is 9mm. I think so. Yes, it is. That can be closed, or my ink is drying out. And that's not the way you want it. And now peel off the back of the tape. 2 to go. And I always use some liquid glue, because my arm is shaking all the way. I can't help that. But when you use a little bit of liquid over the tape, you can move it also around on your card. Oh, let's get him on the right spot. And you can put a text on it if you like it, but I'm not sure where I'm going to send this card, so let it be clean like this. What I love to do to make it a little bit more shiny is using, now these are the flowers. I need the big ones. This one, or that also the flowers. Maybe in the other box. I'm sorry, you have to wait a little bit. Yes, I need this one. The others come back. I always love a little bit of shine. So let's put some over and over. I need my little bottle of glue. Am I going to use 3 or 5? Yes, I like it this way. That's enough. That'll be enough. Maybe on this side 3. And there we need only 2. This is a big one. No, there are 2 on each other. So let's do it like this. Okay? So put a little bit of glue over here and over here. And take your tool from your wax tool from Studiolight, and you can put them down. And 2 over here. And then 3 at this side. Or also 2. I don't know for sure. I think 2. Because then it's everywhere the same. Yes, that'll be enough. So this was my card. I hope you liked the layering masks as I do. So I see you in the next movie. Bye bye.